If there's someone that's very, very young and goes into a marriage and has kids when they're like 18, 19, 20, a year into the relationship, it gets really, really abusive. Even though it might be rare from what you guys think.
It is.
If it would happen, what would you recommend for those people? Would they divorce, or do you want them to keep going in the relationship?
Keep going.
You can't divorce. That's not a real thing.
Even though it might be like physically abusive?
You got to endure. People are too...
You want to stick into the
People
relationship?
are just...
A question was thrown, like, what would you do, or would you advise a girl that is 18, 19, 20 that went into marriage and she's physically abused by her husband? She has a child. What would you advise her to do? And this dude confidently said, endure. Endure. She should endure whatever thing she's facing in the marriage. But then she asked another question. She was like, what if there's cheating involved? What would you still advise? I'm gonna play the rest of the rest part of the video for you also watch. I'll be back.
Look,
People nowadays
honest.
are just
For anyone
situation.
that might be in that situation, what would you recommend?
Okay,
Endure.
I'll tell
Would
you
they
what.
give up
I'll tell you what.
divorce?
It is such an extreme example that I can't give a prescription for what other people should do.
What about if two people get married, they have a kid, and then the wife starts cheating? Do you think they should divorce?
Absolutely. Jesus himself said in cases of adultery, divorce is
So you think that
permissible.
divorce is worse than physical abuse?
For the
Or
children?
cheating, sorry. You think that
Cheating
cheating
is
is
worse
worse
than
than physical abuse?
For the
Sorry.
children, yes.
Absolutely
I think I'm not
Okay,
going to
no,
say this
divorce-
is worse.
divorce
I
is
mean,
worse for the children.
Hey beautiful people, how you all doing today? My name is Maria Davis and I'm back again with another interesting video. The clip you just watched now, the first part, the lady asked, what would you advise a young girl that got into marriage and she got physically abused by her husband? They were like, endure. You have to endure the physical abuse that's going on. You have to endure. Then now she asks, what if the wife's cheating? What would you advise? They didn't even think about it, and they were like, divorce. Even Jesus said it, divorce. Ah! So the thing is now, physical abuse is better than cheating. I want to know your thoughts about this down in the comment section. If you're in a relationship, which would you divorce for? Will you divorce your partner because they physically abuse you consistently, or you would divorce your partner because of cheating? Let me know your thoughts about this down in the comment section, because I have interesting stitches to share with you. Also, sit down, relax, and continue watching while I share the stitches. Then I will share my opinion at the end of all the stitches, but I want to know your thoughts about this particular video. You know what's down in the comment section.
The relationship, it gets really, really abusive. Even though it might be rare from what you guys think.
It is.
Red pill man scares me. Like, they really scared me, bro. Cause like, she asks, is divorce okay when a woman being abused by the husband, and she have kids and all that, and they just being abused? All of them said no. You got to endure it. You got to do it. You got to sacrifice. Right. But then she said, okay, so what if the woman cheat? Do you still get divorced? They say yes. And like I say, I don't endure, like, I do not like cheers. Cheers are my pet peeves. Like, cheating is the worst of all. But like, physical abuse, like, that's worse than cheating to me. And you have kids, like, I see people who grew up in homes when their dad was very abusive to their mom, and they watched. That's traumatizing for the kids. And they all like, well, I mean, she got to sacrifice, she got to endure it, she got to live up to that. But then when it's come to her cheating, oh, divorce. Think about the kids. Like I said, I never think divorce should be your first option, but it should be your last. And not a lot of men talk about this. When it comes to divorce, they blame the women. They be like, women are the highest person to divorce. Which is true. I saw the research that people looked up, and it's true. We are higher than to want the divorce. But we just don't get bored and sit there like, you know what, I want a divorce. Well, not all. But some of us don't sit here and be like, oh well, he have a lot of money. Let me just divorce him so I could get that money. That's not how it works. Like, everyone need to understand that a lot of people get into those abusive relationships, those toxic relationships, and then they stuck there forever. And then when you find out, like, oh, this guy is not good for me, this guy is going to end up killing me one day, or he just strained me emotionally. So she decided, like, you know what, I want out of this relationship. I want to leave. This feel like hell. And they decide to, like, hey, let me get a divorce right now because this man is horrible. But yet then we just so quick to blame her. Oh, you're breaking up a perfect family. You're a horrible woman. Why would you do that? When you don't know why she's getting a divorce for. When women started having mind themselves and they started realize, hey, this guy is not good for me, I think I should go, then she need to go. And I say the same thing for men. If men feel like a woman is abusing them or cheating on them or any type of way, I will suggest him to like divorce her. Because that's not okay.
You think that cheating is worse than physical abuse?
For the children, yes.
I think I would love for this podcast to go to domestic violence people, truthfully children from domestic violence, right? So let's say either side, women or men, the wife is beating the husband, husband beating the wife, the children involved in that. I want every dude off this podcast to ask those children if their parents just cheated on each other, would that have been better? Because I can guarantee asking somebody who literally watched their mama get their booty beat every single day, who literally watched their mom cut and stab and whatever they dad shoot at him all the time, and the fear and the trauma of that, I guarantee you, is way worse than daddy didn't come home tonight or mommy didn't come home for a week. I can guarantee watching somebody bow your parent, seeing your parent eye like this, face swollen, constantly your parent going to the ER, I can guarantee it's worse. But like everybody that keeps liking my comment under this video, like it said, it's really wonderful and beautiful to know what the men of the world really think in their brains. You just saw it. This is a top podcast these white dudes do all the time. It's beautifully great to know that y'all think that cheating, not even just cheating, a woman cheating is way worse than a woman getting beat. Good to know that that's what men think. And y'all wonder why we want to be single. And y'all wonder why we'd rather do all these things that would keep y'all far from being our husband. Because based off that logic, what it just told me about all three of those white men sitting at that table is that they'll put their hands on me. No matter what I look like, what I've done with my life, they'll put their hands on me. But if I dared to even think the thought of leaving them and going to be with somebody else, all bets are off. Because if you go watch that original video, it's cool for you to divorce your wife if she's cheating on you, but how dare your abused wife, who gets punched in the face, broken jaws, broken legs, who you rape 24/7, how dare she divorce you? She's just supposed to endure through all of that abuse, physical, mental, yeah.
You think that cheating is worse than physical abuse?
For the children, yes.
I think
Yeah, the difference is one of them is life-threatening. That's the difference. Cheating sucks, but you can't accidentally kill somebody by cheating, you know? But thousands of women have died to domestic violence. And as for the kids, do you want to know what you teach your kids when you abuse your partner? Like, let's say that there's an abusive husband and an abuse victim wife, just because statistically that's how it usually ends up. Congratulations, you have just taught your daughter how to be a victim, and you have taught your son how to be an abuser. I would highly encourage that if you have questions about the effect of abuse on children, you do some research on it, because it's awful. 9 times out of 10, if somebody grows up to be abusive, it's because they lived in an abusive household. Also, There's another danger that not a lot of people talk about, which I think is really stupid. People always talk about the effect that abuse between partners has on kids, but let me ask a very seemingly obvious question. If he's doing that to you, what do you think he's doing to them? Abusers are able to be abusers because there is a power imbalance there. One person is more powerful than the other. In fucked up patriarchal systems where men insist on being powerful and they insist that their wives be diminutive little servants, that already creates the perfect storm for an abusive environment. Now ask yourself, who is the most vulnerable in the house? Who's the least powerful in the house? I don't know, is it maybe the children? If you have a husband who's willing to do that to his wife, who he's supposed to love and cherish, what the hell is stopping him from doing even worse to the children? So if you don't divorce or break up with your abusive partner and you have kids, you are also harming the kids. I'm sorry to say it like that, but it's just the truth. Your kids are going to leave the house. Either they'll go to school, they'll hang out with their friends. Whatever happens, eventually they are going to leave that environment and they are going to figure out that that behavior is not normal, and that information is going to traumatize them. They're going to see other kids' parents and how they don't act like that, and they're gonna wonder why. So, in short, no, cheating is not worse than physical abuse. Cheating is wrong, cheating is awful, and cheating also has an impact on your kids, definitely. But it is not on the same level as physical abuse. What the fuck?
When they're like 18, 19, 20, a year into the relationship, it gets really, really abusive.
And it is time for the dirty slippers again. Because remember, ladies, girls, women, these men are saying endure. You know what happens when a woman stays and endures in an abusive relationship? He unalives her. Her significant other, sooner or later, unalives her. She will not live to pass away from old age. She will usually not even live to see her kids full grown. And the kids are likely unalived with the mother. Yeah. But remember, all of these men are encouraging women everywhere to just quote unquote endure. These are the same men who say we are forced to go to war in a draft when the draft hasn't happened for more than like 30 years. The last draft has been many, many, many decades ago. But these men would rather push a woman to endure this on a daily basis, live in a war zone on a daily basis, not knowing when she's going to be unalived by her significant other, not an enemy, not a stranger, not somebody from another country where they both have weaponry and they both know how to fight. No, she's not taught to fight. She isn't allowed to touch the weapons. He has the weaponry, and only he does. Yeah, do you see the double standard here yet? Ladies, girls, women, pay attention. These men hate women. It's unbelievable how much they hate women. They will literally tell women worldwide, stay in a relationship where you're going to get murdered. Then tell them, hey, we care enough about our women to tell them, be safe. You're the mothers of our children. Yeah. I keep saying it. Men are proving everywhere, non-stop, how much they absolutely hate women. Non-stop.
There's someone that's very, very young and goes into a marriage and has kids when they're like 18.
I did a longer video on this on my YouTube channel. You can go and check it out, but
just for Instagram, or let's say just for TikTok and Instagram. It is so funny when men think that it's okay to stay in an abusive relationship, but it's not okay to stay in a relationship where someone's stepping out, where the woman is stepping out. They encourage when the man is stepping out, it's okay to stay in it because, hey, men step out, right? Men step out. But if the women step out, definitely have a divorce, right? Definitely. However, if he put his hand on her, she needs to endure the beating, endure the kicks and slaps and punch. Did you guys see that video where that athlete, I think he was an NBA player, was throwing that woman around the house like a ball? Endure. What exactly are you enduring? What are you enduring? Explain to me. Endure until death do us part. Where? In what world? In what life? If you love yourself, you will not even tolerate a scratch. And most people who stay in things like this are used to dysfunction and cannot really understand how deep the situation is. Not only is this physical, mental, emotional, financial, social, it is so deep, someone putting their hands on you. But they said, us women, we must endure. Take it. But if a woman go and give her body to another man, let's leave. How does this even make sense in a man's head? And I don't believe all men believe this or think this way. It is only the men who are okay with a man hitting a woman. Men who are not okay with this will encourage and will tell the woman to leave. Ladies, protect yourself, protect your mind, protect your vibes, protect your energy. Not every man or one that appear to be a man, but it's really a grown boy, is worth your presence, your love, your energy, and your space. And you gotta know that you are worthy of better. You are worthy of better. You, my love, is worthy of better. No one should be putting their hands on you. No one should be mistreating you. No one should be battering you and throwing you around the place. Why should you stay in that? But if you go and find comfort in another man's arm, they're gone. Bye-bye. But they can beat you and whoop your ass, and you must endure. Make it make sense. I watched this woman, she's a coach, relationship coach, and she always say, some men don't like women. And I'd be like, I've never seen it before, but the more I see online, the more I realize some men really do not like women. But they want the privilege of us. They want the privilege of a woman. The benefits of a woman. But they will not treat that woman as though she's valuable and worthy. Ladies, protect yourself, protect your life, and do not submit to anyone who's not for you.
Will they divorce, or do you want them to keep going in the relationship?
Keep going. You can't divorce. That's not a real thing.
Even though it might be like physically abusive?
You got to endure. People are too...
You want to stick in the relationship?
The question was, what if you get married very young and then the relationship turns abusive? Should or would those people get divorced? And the response from these men across the board was, 1, you can't divorce. Divorce isn't a really thing. 2, you need to endure your abuse, essentially get over it. And 3, women are just too soft these days and they need to work harder in their relationships. What? I don't understand why women are more hesitant to be in relationships and get married to men these days. I think I might have a theory.
Even though it might be like physically abusive,
You gotta endure. People are too.
you want to.
That is a room full of men telling women that if they find themselves in an abusive marriage, that they should just stick it out and endure. Why do you think that they want to get rid of no-fault divorce and abortion so that you are trapped with the abusive man? Seriously. I have been married for 20 years and I am very, very lucky that my husband is a good man and he has never once laid his hands on me in a way that I did not want him to. But you best believe the first time that he did, I'm done. And that is a massive place of privilege to be able to say that. There are so many women that cannot leave situations that they're in because of financial reasons or a lack of a support system, or she's been cut off from a support system. There are so many reasons why. But don't ever let one of those reasons be because someone has convinced you that you should just stick it out with an abusive asshole. Absolutely not. The most dangerous time in a woman's life is when she's pregnant or when she's leaving an abusive relationship. Here's a number that can help if you need it.
If you watched the video to this point, definitely you're enjoying this video. Why don't you just like the video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, turn on the post notification so you get notified when I upload interesting video like this, and also share it to whoever might find it helpful. So the conversation in today's video is men are in a room telling a woman that it's better for a woman that is physically abused. She's just a year in the relationship and she has a child. It's better for her to endure than them enduring their wife cheating in a relationship. Of course, we might have been seeing some women or some relationship coach or some videos whereby women come to talk about how men hate women. Do you know, if not for my lot of research, I just see these videos, I'm like, how do men really hate women? But when I started seeing some instances, I believe that there's some certain men that they hate women, but they will marry you. They are not gay. They're not gay. They will marry their fellow men, but they will marry you as a woman because they want you, but they hate you, and they will tell you they love you. Anyways, how would you say, do you think physical abuse as a person, as a woman, or as a man watching this video, because I have some few percentage of men that watch my video, do you think physical abuse is better to stay and endure in the marriage than cheating? Yes, cheating is wrong. Cheating is emotionally damaging. Cheating is a betrayal. Cheating is, you've already violated the vow. You've gone way above what you said you're going to do. You disrespected your spouse. Yes, cheating is annoying. And of course, the man said, one of the broadcasters was like, Jesus even said you can cheat and all of that, and you can divorce your partner when they cheat on you. Yes, it's true. You can divorce your partner when he cheats on you, but you can also forgive. But there again, there is physical abuse. Probably I'm physically abused by my husband. he comes home drunk or he comes home sad at the office, I would just say a normal statement, maybe like, welcome. He can just get irritated and start beating me. I'm supposed to stay in the marriage and endure. Am I? Would you allow your daughter to stay in a relationship and endure a physical abuse by a man than cheating? I know some men will say, I know some women will say cheating is normal. Although some men will say cheating is normal if wait, I'm going above what I want to say. What I want to say is, if she would have asked again that if it was the man that cheats, would you advise the woman to go? They would say no, she should endure, because men are, there's a way they say it, men loves women, men are this, men and that. There's a way they say it. But because she said if the wife cheats, if she had said if the man cheats, they won't say divorce. And that is what we see everywhere. It's crazy. That is what we see everywhere. You see some marriages crashing. You see some marriages. You see some women dying in their marriage. Their men are physically abusing them. But when they go out to tell people, they'll say, but he's not cheating on you. He's still providing. Why do you want to leave? These are things that are happening, and these are some men that would confidently tell you, but I'm not cheating on you. You're just the one you're not respecting me enough. If you respect me enough, I'll stop beating you. You're beating a grown-ass woman that has a child for you, and you're telling the woman to endure. This kind of men, they are men that will marry you and they will beat you. They will beat you till you lose your face, the shape of your face. Till you lose the shape of your face, and they will tell you to endure. And they'll tell you, but I'm not cheating on you. Or maybe the minute you cheat on them, they are out of the marriage. They do not care. They do not care about how it led for a woman to go cheat on her husband. It's crazy, things like this. I'm just so happy for TikTok. I'm just happy for content like this. We are seeing real things come out of some men. Like, it is a norm for them. And I'm not even, do you know what? I'm not surprised, because it's normal. Where I am is normal. In fact, if it's a man that cheats, it's hard for a woman to leave. But the moment a woman cheats once, just once, the man might have cheated like 20 times, but let a woman just cheat once and she's caught, that marriage is broken. Even the fact that she endured physical abuse with him, she endured cheating, she endured emotional abuse and all of that, the moment she's caught cheating once, the marriage has scattered. That's why it's very difficult for you to catch a woman cheating. The only way you can catch a woman cheating is through DNA with her children. If you go and do DNA with your children, you find out that you are fathering some children that are not yours. And that's another story entirely. Some men that father some children that are not ours. I used to ask them that, what have you done to your woman that made your woman to go cheat on you, to give you another child to father? Because women are so fragile and they're so committed that when you see a woman that decide in a marriage that decide that, okay, I want to cheat on this man, it's because she has had it up to a year. A woman cannot just wake up one day and say, I want to cheat, I want to test another kind of man. No. It happens to men, but it doesn't happen to women. When the woman is already giving you that sign and she has started cheating on you, it's because you caused it. But men don't know. You're physically abusing a woman, then when she cheats on you, you can divorce her. But things like this are happening, and I would like to know your thoughts about this particular opinion down in the comment section. Do you think physical abuse is worse than cheating? Or cheating is worse than physical abuse? And what would you advise somebody that is physical abused to do in a relationship? Would you advise them to leave or stay or endure? Or you advise them to separate? I'll advise them to separate. Immediately you find out your husband or your partner is physically abusing you, just leave. You might not divorce immediately, but just separate. Just separate. You have to, because if you don't, it's gonna get into a death-threatening situation, and they might just kill you. And when they kill you, that's the end. Like, that's the end of you. So all your endurance, all the old basketballs you have been collecting from this man is all in the grave. So I would advise separation. Then maybe if you guys can come back together, maybe. If not, let it go from there. That is my own advice. And yeah, I would like to know your thoughts about this particular video down in the comment section. Thank you all so much for sticking around to this point. I hope you enjoyed this video. I want to thank you all for commenting and sharing your thoughts on my other videos. I appreciate you all, and I love you all. Thank you so much for watching my video and having something to say about this video. It means a lot to me. And thank you all so much for sticking around to this point in this video as well. Mwah. Thank you so much. I'll see you all in my next video, and don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video to whoever might find it helpful. And I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.